You've been there, right? That heart-stopping moment when a commit, hours of your work just vanishes. You run one simple command and poof, it's gone. But what if I told you Git has a secret safety net? A hidden journal that remembers every single step you take. Well, today, we're pulling back the curtain on Git Reflog.
It always starts so innocently. You're just trying to be a good developer, cleaning up your branch, maybe rewriting a little history to make things neat. And then, silence. The work you just finished is completely gone from your history. And that feeling, that absolute dread, starts to creep in.
So maybe you ran a git reset-hard trying to undo something, but you went back just one commit too far. You frantically run git log to check and, yep, your fears are confirmed. The commit isn't there. The branch history looks totally clean, almost too clean, because your work is nowhere to be seen.
And that's the question that just hammers away in your head, isn't it? All that effort, all those carefully crafted lines of code, is it really just gone? Wiped from existence forever?
Well, you can take a deep breath because the answer is a big, resounding no. It is not gone. See, the thing about Git is it's designed to be safe. It secretly keeps a local record of almost every major move you make. You could think of it like a hidden safety journal.
Now, to understand how we can pull off this rescue mission, we need to get one key concept. Git is actually keeping track of two completely different kinds of history at the same time. There's the one you show to the world, and then there's the one that's just for you.
Let's break that down. When you run git log, you're seeing the project history. This is the official story of the branch, cleaned up and ready to be shared. But Git Reflog, that shows you the reference history. It's not the story of the project, it's the story of you. It's a map of everywhere your pointer has been. So this pointer I keep talking about, what exactly is it? Well, in Git, it's called head. And all it is, really, is a little signpost that tells Git which version of your project you're currently looking at. It's the "You Are Here" marker on your project's timeline.
And here's the magic. Every time you do something significant, you make a commit, use checkout to switch branches, or you rewrite history with reset or rebase, that head pointer moves. And all the while, Reflog is sitting there quietly, diligently writing down every single move in its journal. This really makes the difference crystal clear. Git log shows that shared branch history, the stuff you push and pull. But Git Reflog, that's your private diary. It just tracks where head has been, it's totally local to your computer, you never push it, and, this is important, its entries eventually expire. It's your personal, temporary safety net.
Okay, enough theory. That's all great, but how do we actually use this thing to get our work back? This is the part where we turn what feels like a total disaster into, honestly, a minor 5-minute inconvenience.
So let's go back to that moment of panic. Your commit has vanished from Git log. As far as the official history is concerned, it never happened. But, and this is the key, because you did make that commit, your head pointer was aimed at it, even if for just a moment. And that means Git Reflog remembers.
The recovery process itself is just beautiful in its simplicity. First, and I can't stress this enough, just stop. Take a breath, don't start typing more commands. Second, run Git Reflog. Third, you just scan that list for the commit you lost, find its hash ID, and finally, you run git reset-hard using that hash. And just like that, everything is back to how it was.
And this thing is no one-trick pony. Did you ever accidentally delete a whole branch? Reflog knows the last place that branch was pointing. What about a really messy, destructive rebase that you wish you could undo? Guess what? Reflog remembers exactly what your history looked like right before you started. It's incredible.
Really, the best way to think about it is like controlled time travel. You're not just blindly jumping into the past. You have a precise log of coordinates you can instantly teleport back to anytime something goes wrong in your own local version of the project. You see, getting a handle on Reflog isn't just about learning another command. It fundamentally changes your relationship with Git. It gives you a kind of superpower, the confidence to try things, to clean up your history, knowing you always have an undo button.
Now, like any superpower, there is a catch, and it is a really, really important one. The Reflog is not a permanent archive. Its journal entries have an expiration date. By default, any entry in the Reflog that's still considered reachable, so it's still part of some branch somewhere, that will stick around for about 90 days. So you've got a solid 3-month window for most things.
Okay, but listen up because this is the critical detail. For those unreachable commits, yep, just like the one we lost with our reset-hard, the clock is ticking way faster. Those entries are usually gone after just 30 days, so you have a safety net, but you need to act on it.
So let's lock in this new way of thinking. Commits are just snapshots. A branch is just a label, a pointer to one of those snapshots. Head is the special pointer that says you are here. And the reflog? That's simply the diary that tracks every single move of your head pointer. That's it.
And when you think that way, it leads to this new, much calmer workflow. When something breaks, what do? You stop. You don't panic. You don't start mashing keys. You just calmly run Git Reflog, find the last good place you were at, reset back to it, and you just carry on. It turns a crisis into a procedure.
You know, most developers find out about Git Reflog after they've already had a really painful data loss. But you understand it now, before disaster even has a chance to strike. And that changes the whole game. Because once you know about Reflog, you're no longer afraid of your history. You're in control of it.